仕事がまだ終わってません。休んでいいのでしょうか？穏やかな雰囲気、とても好きです。
盤石、手合わせしようじゃないか。参る。
次の仕事は？いざ。
いざせい。
部外席。
風の赴くままに。
いざ。
Hey, sup, Skittles? Yeah, of course, man. Why not? You haven't been here in a while. How have you been? Good, good. Have you played 4.6 yet? Got Arlecchino and Lyney. Oh, okay. You know, I don't hear a lot of people say they want Lyney, but I'm surprised you you wanted him. What do you like about Lyney? Lyney from Early Pity as well. Ah, I see. Nice, nice. Congrats, man. I hope you pre-farmed for both of them. Otherwise, it's gonna take you a while to farm for both of them. Unless if you're a whale that refreshes resin.
Oh.
I wanted him because he reminds me of myself. I wear a top hat a lot. You wear a top hat a lot? Interesting. I mean, I'm not gonna ask. But it does, you know. You gotta wonder what kind of job requires one to wear a top hat. I mean, I'm not asking, I'm just wondering. Not gonna lie, that sounds pretty cool. You know, I would give maybe like yeah, I would come up with like an excuse, any excuse, just so I could at least try just for one day to wear a top hat and not just wear it like a costume, like actually wear it because I need it, just for one day. What do you think of his playstyle, though? You hate it? That's funny. Well, okay. Right. Right. Well, that's, you know, I'm happy for you that you're in that. That you are in that sort of space. No, like, I don't know what state your account's already in. Also, here are my builds while I'm rambling. Full EM Kazuha. Whoa, how do I have 1k EM? Does this domain give EM or something? This thing? Remembers EM, increase 10% of the entire party's combined elemental mastery. If I refresh every 20 seconds after recalculation. Whoa. Huh. Interesting. Okay, well, what's my Kuki EM? Interesting. Okay. Well, typically this is like around a little under 700 EM. But yeah, 4VV, EM. Nahida. My Nahida is in sort of a crit build, like more like a hybrid build. Like I think I have her EM around somewhere around. I'm not sure which one because I have 3 accounts, like 6 or 700, somewhere around there, and like her crit ratio is just barely usable. By the way, this is not only 48 because like I really only care about her skill critting, which is this, and this gets like bonus crit rate because of this. So I think this is somewhere around 60 to 65 total. And then EM Cookie around 900 1k EM. EM, yeah, like obviously no crit, full EM build Cookie. And then of course a crit HP Nebulet with a Hydro Goblet. That's not a goblet. There. Oh yes. On this account, I forgot to show you. On this account, my Nahida C2, Kazuha C0, and Nebulet C0. I really like him. I only got him because I like his design. You know, I'm happy for you, man. Like I don't know the state of your account. Like either that you just don't care, whether your account has like a strong team or a strong team, or your characters are well built or whatever, or if your account is built well enough already that you kind of don't care at this point and you just want to pull for whoever you want. Sorry, you said her. Who's normal attack? Nahida? I hardly... Well... For normal attacks, I never... No. I wouldn't say never, no. Like, my typical go-to Hyper Bloom team is Nahida, Yelan, Kuki, Zhongli. Like, it's like a... It's like my typical go-to default brain dead, you know, brain dead Hyper Bloom team, where it just works and I don't have to dodge, and enemies just die. And on that team, Nahida is my on-fielder. She's, you know, because her Seeds of Skanda don't apply that much Dendro, so that means I have to on-field her so that her normal attacks can apply more Dendro, and then I can have more Bloom Seeds. So I don't think it's doing that much damage. So like it's, you know, I never really leveled it. It's just level 1. Of your exact team. This team? No, like this team is like wrong. Like the Cookie should be right in Shogun on this team. Like really. Because so my Nebulet's not C1, which means I don't have the extra... Hang on, let me just curve this stuff and we're good. So my Nebulet's not C1, and C1, the second half of the effect is you get a lot more resistance to interruption when you're like, you know, when you're holding your water gun, when you're shooting the water gun, which means I have more of a reason to stay away from the enemies. And so in a Hyper Bloom team, of course, what's happening is you apply Dendro and you apply Hydro to the enemies, and then it creates a Bloom Seed, and that Bloom Seed you have to hit with Electro. But the thing with Cookie's Electro is the Electro AoE is around her, but because my Nebulet is not C1, I have to stay as far away as possible from the enemies Therefore, Cookie's Electro Ring isn't gonna hit the seeds. Right? And the only reason why, like, I do have a Raiden Shogun, yes, but my problem is I don't have Dragon's Bane on this account. And while, yeah, sure, I could just what's the word? Craft. Yeah, I could just craft the EM craftable Sumeru polearm, but I don't really want to. I don't want to use up billets for it, especially because it's sort of copium. Especially in my case, because it's a high base attack, low secondary stat weapon. It's only got I think like 110 EM compared to Dragon's Bane, which is 221. So, and in, you know, like, if I ever do get Dragon's Bane on this account someday, then I'll have to completely bench that weapon forever, which I used up resin on to raise, to ascend, and I used up Mystic Enhancement Ores and Mora to level up, only for me to never use again. Right, so like I don't want to do that, and that's why I'm kind of running this what a team that I call wrong. It's a wrong team is what it is. Okay, I guess I don't need to condense any more resin until tomorrow. Alright, just gonna swap accounts. Just be right back. RJ, what's up? Hey, what's up, Shadow Wolf? Nothing much, man. Just doing dailies. Using up resin. I will, like, if I think I still have time, you know, if I think I still have time afterwards, I'll probably do some exploration stuff. Cookie, Naida, Kazuha, and Nivelet, Yanada, Xingqiu. Should use Kokomi instead of Zhongli. Well, yeah, that's my problem. I don't have Kokomi on any of my accounts, and the moment I suddenly decide, it would be nice to, like, I've never really ever thought about, I need Kokomi. In fact, I still don't think I need Kokomi, but my problem is that it would be like my situation is that it would be nice to have Kokomi, like especially on my main account, because I have what's her name, Ayaka. Yeah, I have Ayaka over there, and when Shenhe does get a rerun, I do plan to roll for Shenhe especially if I have, you know, if I have Primo Gems then. But in fact, I already bought what's her name, Shenhe's skin, despite not having Shenhe. And if I want to run an Ayaka freeze team with Shenhe and obviously Kazuha, then I would prefer my Hydro applicator to not be Farina, who drains my HP, and not be Mona, who doesn't heal, but be Kokomi. So, because I would have absolutely no healer on the team. I guess at this point I could just use Mona, because I already have, I finally have Prototype Amber because of Nivelet. Nivelet finally forced me to make Prototype Amber. So technically I could make do, but it'd be just nice to have Kokomi. I don't know, like, I just feel like it would offer me a little bit more team building flexibility. Yeah, but the moment I decided, it would be nice to have Kokomi on the account. I don't need her, but it'd be nice. It would allow me to build a couple more teams that I wouldn't be able to if I didn't have Kokomi. And the moment I did that, Kokomi never reruns. Like, how long have we not had a Kokomi rerun? It's been a while. It's been quite a while, I think. And let's see too. So yeah, you're fine, because I don't know how much, like, does Nivelet have as much interruption resistance as Raiden Shogun in burst mode? Like, do they or because from what I know, I think Raiden Shogun basically has unlimited resistance interruption. Like she can never ever get knocked back or staggered while she's in her burst mode. I don't know. At least I don't think I've ever seen her get staggered. Is what I'm saying. And I don't remember ever getting staggered with Raiden Shogun when she's bursting. So yeah, like, you know, does Nivellet C1 have as much interruption resistance as that, or is it more like Xingqiu with rain swords? I don't actually know. I think it's on the weapon banner right now. Yeah, but like the characters running now are Lyney and Arlecchino. Arlecchino, who wait, which one did she say? Left or right? I wasn't paying attention. So Arlecchino, who I'm planning to skip. So therefore, the weapon is basically useless to me. And Lyney, who I clearly already have the weapon of. So yeah. In fact, I have it on my second and third accounts. So I'd rather not, I'd rather not waste pulls, especially because I don't really have that much left after I used up what little I had left on the Nivellet banner just to get a C0 copy and no weapon. And I'm saving up for Clorinde. Maybe don't need K. Just make healer Mona. Yeah, I guess so. You know, like I've always wondered like what the math on it was. So Mona TTDS. Sorry. Mona prototype Amber, like free Ayaka Shenhe freeze team. Mona prototype Amber or Kokomi TTDS. Like which one gives you more damage? Like I've always wondered like which one does better. Because if I can somehow like couldn't get confirmation that Mona prototype Amber does more damage, then that's it. Like I'm fixed. I'm never getting Kokomi on my main account. Even the C1 is very resistant. I got it in 20 pulls. Nice. Oh, Mighty. Have you seen so I hear people have seen Clorinde stuff. I don't know if you've seen it. I haven't seen it, but everybody's saying it's so cool. That's all I'm hearing. Did you try the new boss? Yes. I did not fight the world boss like normally. Of course, I kind of fought it in the quest, but I didn't really fight it in the overworld. And of course, I fought the Arlecchino weekly boss already. I fought it in the quest, the Arlecchino story quest, and I also fought it as so this week on this Monday, I only did 2 weekly bosses. Where is it? Yeah, 2 weekly bosses. So that my 3rd weekly boss, because I knew that Wednesday update, right? So I waited on it. So when I knew that there was gonna be a new weekly boss because they said it. They announced it. So I held off on it. So yes, I had to fight it already. By the way, could somebody tell me if she said left or right? I really would prefer to have this right. I know that I still finish it even if I get it wrong, but I don't know. I just would prefer to get it right. I want to lose 50-50 to Arlecchino. What? How do you lose 50-50 and get the 5-star character? What do you mean? Like, are you saying that you want to pull on Arlecchino's banner and you want to lose 50-50? Well, if you want to lose 50-50, then like it doesn't matter which banner you pull on. You get a standard 5-star. Tainari C4, huh? And what level is your Tainari? I'm gonna farm another Intertwined Fate, more Intertwined Fate today. I did get one at 5. Oh my god. Yes, I saw it. Didn't want to spoil it for you yesterday. Yeah. That's right. I remember. Thank you. Man, I'm kind of hyped. I'm actually hyped now. Everybody's saying I don't care anymore. I've been wasting time here. I kind of hyped. Like I haven't seen anyone say not a good thing about how cool she looks. And apparently, so someone did confirm to me that she doesn't need Arlecchino, and because Arlecchino is an on-field DPS, they said that, well, she doesn't need Arlecchino because she's also an on-field DPS apparently. And that's all I know. That's all I heard. Now, that being said, I'm a little nervous. Because what if... So what if she is, what if Clorinde is better in what's the word? In an aggravate team than she is in an overload team? Or, right? Like, I don't know, yeah. I'm a little nervous about that. Because if she is better in an aggravate team than an overload team, that's the wrong team. That's the wrong team. I did not want to go in there with this team. So if that's the case, I'm going to have I won't say I don't think I could say I need Baizhu, but it would certainly be a lot more comfy having Baizhu. Because I'd have like a healer and somebody that provides me with resistance to interruption because of Baizhu's shields from his burst. And my Dendro character in one character slot. So that's the one thing I'm nervous of.
Oh.
Well, I mean, like, if you just want to lose 50-50, then it kind of doesn't matter which banner you pull on, right? Although, like, what matters is that which 5-star you don't hate is where you should pull, because like, your goal is to just lose 50-50. But the thing is, like, it's weird. Like, why don't you just pull on the banner on Wanderer's banner, right? Like, I don't get why people quote unquote build pity on 5-star banners whose 5-star they don't want. Unless if some part of you wants Arlecchino too. Because it's not like you can't build pity on Wanderer's banner before you get him. Isn't she an Ayato Nilu stance Nivellette looking Arlecchino deep? Huh? Who? Are you talking about Clorinde? What? Ayato Nilu stance Nivellette looking Arlecchino deep? What is this? Which arena constellation is a good stopping point for Nivellette? Double Hydro Kazuha. I already have him. Stopping point for Nivellette. Which Farina constellation? Oh, I see. I don't know. Like, I guess C2. What is Farina's C3? I assume it's the burst. Like, I don't know. I guess C2 would be nice. I don't remember. I remember C2 increases her HP. Gain. Wait. Last Farina fanfare gain. Increases, decreases HP. My fanfare above the limit. Okay, okay. Yeah, so you gain fanfare faster, and once you max out, her HP goes up. I mean, I guess, yeah, C2. Like, unless if you really want to, like, fully invest in her, then, like, I guess C3 maybe? What is C4 even? So hit an opponent, or this, slinger, waters. Oh! Huh. Okay, well, I mean, like, I would say this is hardly a necessary constellation, but I don't know. It's nice, I guess, if you can afford it. Yeah, if you really want to go all out on Farina, like, this would be nice too. Like, this would help gain fanfare faster, right? Because not only, well, I guess that also depends on who your healer is. Like, if your healer, trying to think. If you're on your second or third or, you know, much later rotation, because on your first rotation it's kind of hard to max out fanfare on Farina, because your whole team is full HP. So once you get to your healer in your rotation, they're not really healing anything. Like, they're hardly healing anything, in fact. So it's a little, you max out fanfare. In fact, you might not even max out fanfare on your first rotation, but if you do, you max out fanfare much later compared to, like, on your second or later rotation, depending on who your healer is. If it's like a healer, if it's a healer that has, like, a really big single tick heal, then I don't know how much this would matter, because, like, it's your full HP anyway. You're full HP already. Of course, as you're on the field with your on-field DPS or your driver, you'll be draining HP, but it'll also get healed by this. So, like, I don't know how much this will help, really. I feel like this would help very little, unless if your team healer is like, it's like the type of healer that has, like, a slow ticking heal instead of, like, one big burst heal. Then I think this would help speed up by a little bit, not a lot, but just a little bit, speed up fanfare, like, gain. But yeah, C2, if you want, like, I would say, like, maybe even C1, I guess. Yeah, C1, C2, I think. If you want, like, minimum investment into Farina constellations, and then if you really want to go all out, then C3, I guess. C4, like, I don't know, maybe no. Maybe C3 if you really want to max out. I love the Fontaine region so much, like, all of it. You know what kind of grinds my gears about Fontaine is, like, so if, right, like, when you are here, you can see, like, that giant waterfall, and you know that it goes all the way around Fontaine, right? And, like, it makes me feel incomplete that I can't see the entire thing. it kind of makes me feel like, oh man, I want to see over here. Like, I really hated it that until 4.6 I could only see this part. Well, kind of here, I guess. Yeah, around here, and this part, and, like, I could hardly see any of the waterfall. Like, it's not like the waterfall is really necessary. Like, in fact, there's kind of nothing over here. But it just, to me, it feels incomplete. But I really do like it. Like, it is, I'd say Fontaine is probably, oh, one of my favorite parts about Fontaine is because Fontaine is, like, already, like, the base of Fontaine is already elevated really high. I think there's no place in Fontaine that when you change the time, I think everywhere in Fontaine, when you change the time, the camera doesn't have to pan up to the sky because all of Fontaine is already elevated. So yeah, that's one of the one of the bigger reasons why I really like Fontaine. Another one is I don't know, I like the way that they gated how gated the like how much content they release in each version update. It seems really well spaced out. Sure, there were a few dry patches here and there, but compared to Sumeru, I feel like in Sumeru there were quite a few dry patches. Like there were quite a few dry patches like in a row, where they released like this giant jungle in one go, and then like 2 or 3 patches later they released this part. Like I don't even remember really. I could be wrong. And then like after this, took quite a while for them to release this. And then like finally last version they released the last part. And I feel like there was a lot more dead air during the Sumeru arc than in Fontaine. I guess in Fontaine they did fill it in with a Liyue region. Technically it's not part of Fontaine, but they really spaced out it, you know, the amount of content and when they would release it. Really, I didn't think that RJ or genius. Are you talking about the cookie thing that I mentioned earlier? Oh wait. Oh no, the 50-50 thing. Oh. Okay. Yeah, like I mean like I don't get it. Like why would you, unless maybe if you're okay. Unless maybe if like the 4 stars on the banner are like really good and you want 1 or 2 or maybe all of the 4 stars, or at least you want more constellations of them, and if you know you're still like at least a little bit far from soft pity, you're like basically like 0 pity to maybe 30 pity, then I would probably like get a few 10 pulls, but I would maximum I would probably go only up to like 50 pity, and then I wouldn't do any more, just hoping to get like a few constellations of the 4 stars. But if I don't really care about getting the 4 stars on the banner, and I don't really care about getting the 5 star on the banner, then I won't build pity on this banner. I'll just build pity on the banner of the 5 star that I want. Right? In that way, if I suddenly get an early 5 star and win 50-50, I won't feel like, oh man, now I have a 5 star that I don't want, and I'm on 50-50, and I lost my primos. Right? Okay, just swapping accounts. Be right back, guys. Oh. Arena constellations make Mona non-existent. Reduce the need for a dedicated healer. Maybe dedicated healer. I guess maybe like once you get up to C4, sure. I guess. Similar in terms of DPS from my testing. Oh, sorry, Jace. I just got to your message. Like I've, yeah, I'm way behind on reading messages. Are you talking about the Mona prototype Amber versus Kokomi TTDS? Who's Clorinde? Wait, you seriously don't know who Clorinde is? Clorinde's been in the game, like not a released playable character, but like she's been in the game since like, well, she's been introduced since 4.0, I think. If not introduced, then at least shown.
準備はいつでも整ってる。
Fontaine, Clorinde. Yeah, just got back on the game. I kind of stopped during Nebulette's banner. But when I heard Arlecchino was coming out, I went back. Oh, I mean, like, if you stopped during... You should have... You should know who Clorinde is already. Oh, wait, am I on my EN build again? No, okay, no. This is definitely not EN build. Okay. I was scared. I was like, how did I not one-hit that big dude? Got me anxious for a moment. Also mainly because real life is quite busy, especially when you're in college. Yep. Well, I mean, I wish I understood like how busy college life can be. Like when I was like the college that I went to was like I don't know how to describe it. Slow paced is, I guess, a way for me to describe it. There just didn't seem to be a lot of pressure. I mean, sure there was, like, I had to study and stuff, but like, no, it doesn't seem to, it wasn't as high pressure as like how almost everyone in the world talks about college. And I'm sure it was probably because of like the very special circumstances that the school I went to was in at the time, and also the major that I took up. But still, like it's so. I understand like college can be like, because of like the way that people describe it, stuff you have to do in college, but like I've never experienced it. And that's why it's sort of a foreign feeling to me. Face reveal when? Dude, I mean, like, if like for some reason I suddenly start growing like an incredible amount, like, oh, wrong character. Incredible amount, like, and somehow get to like an insane amount of subscribers and viewer count, etc. Probably unrealistic. But if I ever get to like, I don't know, 100K, and I'm sure that's never gonna happen with the way I'm running things now. But if that for some reason happens, if that somehow happens, I'll probably do it then. I know it's unrealistic, and that's why I'm setting an unrealistic goal. Because I don't really want to. But if I somehow reach like a goal as incredible as that, which I definitely will not reach with the way I'm running things now. But if I do, then I think it's something worth celebrating. Anyway, like the reason why I don't want to is I'm gonna feel obliged, like when I do a face reveal, I'm gonna feel obliged to have to turn on my webcam every stream from then on, which makes it so that, okay, I'm gonna have to actually like prepare not just like the stuff on the computer like OBS and stuff, but like I'm also gonna have to prepare myself, right? I'm gonna have to actually like shower before a stream, clean up, dress up, and make sure my space isn't cluttered. And I don't know, I feel like it's too much work. Hello, hey, what's up? Oh, is that you, Onoko? Oh, hello. What's up, man? Jinyan main. What struggle? I may have known, but I've forgotten her. Clorinde is the buttons lady. She's the lady with the buttons. Got so many formulas to memorize. Also forgot I got Ayato on my account and Sino, which I don't even remember pulling. All right, interesting. Oh, wait. Oh no, I'm confused now. I don't know which account I've finished what on now. Where is that thing? Is it this thing? Okay, okay. So I haven't finished this here. Now question is, did I get the? I think there like how many magic bookshelves are there in this region? I think there are like 7.
よーく見ておくといい。
And I'm not sure now anymore on which account I already got 7 of. RJ, does burst order of Xingqiu and Xiangling in national matter? Xingqiu and Xiangling. So Xiangling's does. So you have to always do Bennett burst before Xiangling burst, and you have to obviously stand in Bennett's burst before you Xiangling burst. Xingqiu's kind of doesn't matter really because Xingqiu's burst doesn't snapshot. So I guess you like once you burst on Xingqiu, you do want to try to stay in his burst, just so you get the attack buff for the duration. But if you walk out, then you like the buff just goes away because, like I said, Xingqiu's burst doesn't snapshot. Where's that other balcony? Oh wait, there's another part of the quest over here. Been playing too much HSR? Haven't been on Genshin. Ah, I see. Really? How's HSR? You know, how's life on the other side of the fence? How do you get on the island in the big gap of the map? There's a teleporter. Hi, what's up, Thriller? How you, man? Show me your Xiangling and Xingqiu build, please. Sure. Hang on once I get out of this dialogue. Sometimes I forget I own a Hu Tao. C1. Oh, she's actually invested in Hu Tao and like just completely forgot. Xiangling and Xingqiu. Xingqiu. Here he is. Just barely usable. For emblem C6 because this is a really old account. And Xiangling. Why did I even level this? Oh, I leveled this. Oh no. I leveled the normal attack because I built Xiangling way back then when people were running Xiangling as physical with Crescent Pike. Yeah. Of course, like I said, C6, old account, the catch, and here are her stats. New boss is kind of hot, both in appearance and difficulty. What? Huh. Fascinating how you consider difficulty hot. I mean, hey, you do you, man. Like, everybody has their own thing. Where is that house that has, oh, here. Oops. Oh, that's it. But I know there were a few more chests here. Ah, yes, there it is. Okay. Alright, question. Where was the other one? I remember one is somewhere here, but I don't remember the other one anymore. I remember there were 3 of those things. Let me see. Where was it again? It was next to a flower here somewhere. Ah, I think this one. Nope. That one? Ah, yes. Oops. Wait, this just gave me stuff. Why didn't the other one give me anything? It was empty. Oh man, I don't remember where the other one was. I know there were 3 of those. Oh! Was it here? Oh no, I don't remember where it was. Okay, it's fine. Anyway, I got the video up of where it was. I'm more obsessed with Genshin than HSR. Ah, really? Okay, but well, I mean, like I guess it makes sense, you know, like there's more of a reason to take a break from Genshin, because like there are a lot of kind of dry spells in Genshin. Oh, not obsessed. Oh, invested. Okay. Well, I mean, yeah, makes sense. Obviously, Genshin's an older game, so you would have played it for longer. Easy would be more fun against 2 Arlecchino. 2 Arlecchino, huh? Well, Genshin doesn't want... Well, they don't want players to experience more, quote-unquote, more anxiety. Right? That's what they said. August almost here again. Another Genshin anniversary. Hey, we're gonna get another 3 pulls. Right? Genshin anniversary, 3rd anniversary. They're probably gonna say, oh, for the 3 years of loyalty and stuff. Like, we're giving you a total of 3 incredible intertwined fates. Eh? That announcement is as awkward as the Diablo, was it like 4? I think Diablo 4 announcement, when they announced that it was going to be mobile only. And the devs on stage, like the audience was like booing and stuff, and the devs said, "What, you guys don't have phones?" I'd love to see the day that Hoyo devs like get on stage just like that, and then like just get booed on stage, and like just, man. Of course, Hoyo is too smart for that. They would never do it live on stage with a live audience. Remember, everyone is expecting a free 5-star and almost Genshin being on the lowest rated games for weeks. Right, so Genshin and Google Classroom. Genshin and Google Classroom. Ooh boy. I mean, not even just Google Classroom. It was like a bunch of other apps too. Oh wait, I forgot another thing. So there's a chest. I think that's the tallest house there. Oops.
Yeah.
Okay, well this is awkward. Hello there, RJ. Hey, what's up, Bavish? How you doing, man? 3 less for my Clorinde investment? What's the exact date of the anniversary? Hang on. I don't actually know. Anniversary. Let's see. Date, 28. Yeah, September 28th. So Genshin was released September 28, 2020. So the exact anniversary date is September 28th.
拙者が草笛で一曲奏でよう。
So forgive me if I'm just standing around not doing anything. I'm watching a video. I'm alt-tabbing. I'm looking for the chests that I haven't gotten. Oh, wait. Did I do this one already? There should be a cave here somewhere. There. And, already did it. Okay. And of course I see an ad. RJ, is the goddess coming in the next patch? You know, obviously there's no confirmation yet, but the fact that we are hearing a lot of news already and people talking about her already means that it's probably because she's already in beta testing. And that's typically how it happens, right? Like when a character is in beta testing. And typically beta testing happens about one patch before a character releases. So it's possible. 4.7. Yes. It's likely. Drip marketing did not happen yet? No, drip marketing already came out last week or earlier this week. I don't remember. Friends animation super fire. That's exactly what I hear from everyone. Everyone that's seen it, like exactly the same reaction. Like everyone, nobody thinks it's not cool. Everyone that I've heard talk about it says that it's like really cool, and it got me so hyped up. Oh, I see it now. Like I finally saw it in the video where it was. So it's on this island, like islet. It's not really an island, but okay. So it's here, the third one. That one's happening 5.0 or 4.9. Well, given that they skip 0.9 all the time, so wouldn't it make sense that 4.9 is 5.0? Come on, give me that. There. Oh. Let me see. I think I got all of these already. Oh, okay. I did forget one thing. Got another thing. Don't tell him too much. Otherwise he will see the leaks then. I'll still try to avoid them. But yeah. I'm just happy to hear. I'm just happy to hear that she doesn't, Oh, there. Okay. I'm just so happy to hear that she doesn't need me to pull for Arlecchino. There is one minor issue, like I have one minor problem, and it's not really a problem. One minor cause for anxiety is, so I heard she's an on-field DPS. That's what people have been saying. She's an on-field DPS, which means she's gonna be, because she's Electro, she's likely gonna be good in an aggravate team, or an overload team, thanks to Chevrus. But my concern is, what if she's better in aggravate teams than in overload teams? And if she is, okay, sure, I could just pair him with Nahida and then like have a shielder or like a different healer or whatever. But would having Baizhu make her feel so much more comfy to play? And my problem with that is Baizhu is coming in 4.6. He's coming in the second half of 4.6. And my concern is that maybe they're designing her kit to be more comfortable with the Baizhu. And that's why they're rerunning Baizhu before her release. Because that's what one thing I've noticed though is Hoyo seems to reward players who wish for as many of the banner characters as possible. Like man, I don't remember the exact like what happened, like who was released before who, but I remember it happening quite a few times. All I remember is feeling it multiple times, feeling like, oh man, would have been nice if I pulled for this character. She just released a couple patches ago. She just reran a couple patches ago. I should have wished on her. We should have wished on him. Should have got him. And I just remember feeling like that several times throughout Genshin's history. They skip because it's an unlucky number or something. From what I understand, like the Chinese thing, the Chinese number to skip is 4. Yes, I think so. I think that's right. Hang on, let me confirm that. Ah, yes. It is 4. It is 4. Because so 4 sounds similar to the word death in Chinese. So that's why you'll see a lot of buildings. Like when you go in the elevator, you'll see a lot of buildings. Like not even just in China, but like even in like a lot of other countries that have a lot of Chinese people, Chinese businessmen. You'll see a lot of buildings that have that like you go in the elevator, you don't see a button for the 3rd floor. Just 1, 2, 3, or sorry, not 3rd, 4th floor. You just see 1, 2, 3, 5. So from what I I've never heard of 9 being a bad number in Chinese. But I know 4 is not a good number for them. Okay, I already opened this. Already opened this one. Oh, what's up, Ice Bear? I lost 50-50 and I'm guaranteed Sigewinne. Oh. You know, I would have never guessed that you'd want a Sigewinne, Ice Bear. I actually am surprised. Who cares if she's better on other teams? Play her the way you want. This is not a competitive game. Yeah, but like I know it's not a competitive game, and like the thing is though, I am a competitive player, but I don't like playing competitive games. So because I suck. Because I'm just terrible at video games. Just skill issue is what I have. And so yeah, I'm competitive, but I hate competitive games. And so when I'm playing a single player game, that means I can be competitive without losing. Like, I don't know if that makes sense, but that makes perfect sense to me. I can be competitive without the fear of losing. Because it's a single player game. And while being competitive in a single player game, like what's the point? Who are you even competing with? It's less competing with anybody and more like making myself feel good. making myself think, oh, I'm doing well. They're rerunning Baizhu because he isn't one of the better selling characters. By rerunning him, they can throw him on the regional banner and never rerun him again. I guess so. I guess so. But like, you know, that's never really made sense to me. Right? Like that's never really made sense to me. Like how does that work, right? Because like it's not like a physical product, right? Like if you have a physical product, then it would make sense that you want to keep selling that physical product. Like if it doesn't sell well, that means you'll have more stock of it, more stock, like a lot of stock of it that didn't sell, and so you want to try and sell it all. But because this is a digital product, like there's an unlimited number of copies of it, and you're not afraid of, you know, you're not afraid of it expiring or whatever. Like nothing. There's no way that you made too much because it's a digital thing. Like, and I understand that, you know, if their goal was just to make as much money as possible, then Hoyo would just rerun all the popular characters all the time and never rerun the non-popular characters, right? Like a character like Klee, or like I know that Klee's like popular in lore. Like a lot of casual players like Klee. But like meta wise, like she's not very popular. And I think Klee and like somebody else's banner, I forgot whose, was like one of the lowest selling banners ever. I don't think it's like the current title holder that like lowest selling banner, but it's, I think, I'm not sure if this is accurate, but like I think it is, from what I remember. I'm not sure if I'm remembering that correctly though. Not my baby Klee. I'm sorry, I swear. But yeah, like, so a character like Albedo too, right? Like they put him on the regional banner because like they're like, okay, well, we already reran him, we don't have to rerun his banner, right? Like it's a way for them to not, you know, it gives them an excuse to not have to rerun a character if they don't want to, because they know that they're gonna sell really badly, and like they're basically running a 20-day banner for $0, which they spent developer time on to make events, to make the region that's releasing in that version update, and they're making $0 on the banner, right? So like they want to, yeah, and like I don't know like what the logic is there, like what like Baizhu. So I know that Baizhu is, I wouldn't say Baizhu is like the one of the lowest in terms of banner popularity. I think there's a lot more less popular than him, because Baizhu at the very least fulfills like a very specific niche, right? He is currently one of only 2 Dendro healers that we have, and other than him and Yao Yao, we have no other Dendro healers. Can I move? Thank you. All right. Oops. Okay, I guess that's it. Prototype Amber Nahida. Well, okay, one of 3 healers. Oh my god, what a pain. That means you'd have to actually burst on Nahida every rotation. Or at least like every rotation that you need healing in. I feel like I haven't gotten all the magic bookshelves on this account. But I could be wrong. Still chasing after me. Oh, okay, no. Thank you. Finally off. Alright. The book's not here anymore. Oh, what the? I'm an idiot. I used Kazuha E and then it hit the thing. Turned it off. I'm impatient. Man. I hate it when that happens. Just impatience gets the best of me. And there I go. Oh boy. Okay. Can you give me one more step down here? Please? Okay, thank you. Try a healer other than Charlotte and Chi-Chi? Charlotte and Chi-Chi, Diona. Diona's a cryo healer. I would remember Diona because I used her a lot way back then. So what is the achievement again? I don't remember what the achievement is when you've gotten all these magic bookshelves. I know there's an achievement for it, but I forgot. Okay, but I think those are all the magic bookshelves. Yeah, I guess I've already gotten them on this account. What would you do if you lived in the Genshin world, skipping how your life would be? What would you do if you meet Clorinde randomly while she's relaxing? What a question, man. What a question. That would depend. That would depend on what I am in that world. If I'm just a nobody, like I have I'm not exactly the most confident guy out there. So if I know that like I'm unattractive, if I lived like the way I currently am and I lived in Tivat, like unattractive, fat, disgusting dude, I would like, oh, beautiful girl. Like I was just in the back of my mind and like, okay, bye. Wouldn't even say hi. Does Risley count as cryo healer? I mean, he heals himself, so. Well, no, he only heals himself. No. Like, if you count someone as a healer, if they heal, if you can use them to heal someone else, right? Like you're thinking like, oh, I need a healer for this character, and like you bring Ryze and you're like, okay, well he's not healing. Finally got a life? What? What's wrong, Toast? Okay, I guess that's the whole region. Nothing much else here. Alright, time to get my Dendroculus. Achievement name is Loved by Books. Ah, thank you, Thriller. Okay. Loved by Books. Where's the search bar in the achievements thing again? Ah, okay. Already got it then. Arlecchino weapon would be super strong on Huatao double hydros only, since damage buff would be permanently in that team, and Zhongli is Zhongli, so no need to worry about heals. What? What does it do again? I forgot. Oops. Grants a bond of life equal to 25% max HP. When a charge stack hits an opponent, this effect can be triggered up to once every 14 seconds. In addition, with bond of life, life they gain. Wait. When the equipment character has a bond of life, they gain 12% damage bonus. If the value of bond of life is greater than or equal to 30% of the max HP, they gain additional. Well, technically, you get this permanently, but once you heal, then you lose this. And like at some point, Xingqiu's rain swords are gonna expire and they're gonna heal you, and then you're just gonna lose this. Well, I guess that's okay. I guess like because by the time that happens, then that means your rotation is over. So you're gonna have to go around, right? Like you're gonna have to do another rotation, and then 14 seconds can be triggered to once every 14 seconds. Yeah, but on Huatao you will never get this. Unless if you're fighting the Fatui operatives and they give you a bond of life. Yeah, bond of life won't disappear in that team. Yeah, it won't. But like unless if you're fighting Fatui operatives, you will only get this. Heal's super small, and the cooldowns reset already. Yeah, right. Yeah, so I guess like you basically permanently have this, and if you're fighting Fatui operatives, you could get this. Well, there's Arlecchino having only one wing signify. I don't know. I mean, I really don't know. I haven't heard of any lore theorists talk about that yet. One big disadvantage of Arlecchino's weapon though is it's a high base attack weapon, low secondary stat weapon. Right? So it's what is this? Is this a 748 weapon? Or sorry, 741 base attack weapon? I guess I have to Google this. What is this called again? Crimson Moon's Semblance. 741. No, 674. Okay. So 674. Alright, so just like Jade Spear. Just like Jade Spear. Okay, but still, right? It's not the highest base attack, but it's still pretty high. High base attack, low secondary stat. Now, that's not terrible, but it's also not great because Hu Tao already gets a huge attack bump from her E. She doesn't really, typically you won't be running a lot of attack percent on Hu Tao. And the base attack is, I wouldn't say useless, but like you don't have a lot of attack percent, which means like the base attack isn't getting multiplied a lot. So you aren't getting a lot out of the high base attack. And because it's a high base attack weapon, you have a low secondary stat. So you only have 22 crit rate, right? Like, why not just go for, I don't know, like something else, right? Like another weapon that gives you more stats. Of course, you do get the what is that? You do get the 12% damage bonus. But I mean 12%. I don't know if it's worth it. I mean, you can use it if you somehow got it because you wanted another weapon on the banner. Like you wanted Lyney's bow and you get this and you don't have Homa, then sure, I guess you could put it on your Hu Tao. Can the Bond of Life stack? Can it stack? But So the question is, no, I don't think it will stack. Like I think this will just be 25%. I don't think you can swap out and then like 14 seconds later you swap to another character and swap back to Hu Tao. I don't think you're getting another 25%. I mean, is that how it works? Do you get another 25%? If yes, then wow. I guess you can't fully maximize this first rotation, but on your second rotation, yeah. But if it works like that you get another 25% when this triggers again in 14 seconds, then sure, I guess. But like I said, high base attack, low secondary stat. You will get, however, the 12% additional 24. So basically 36%, yeah. 36% damage bonus. So sure. It says that it Bond of Life stacks. It stacks so Hu Tao can get the full buff. Yes, but that would be on your not really second rotation because like Hu Tao. A Hu Tao rotation is about, especially in that team, Double Hydro, is limited to how long Xingqiu's cooldown is. Because Xingqiu has the longest cooldown in that team. So 14 seconds, your second rotation will start approximately like 20, 21, 22 seconds later. So by then, you'll have the maximum bonus. But yeah, not bad. So, but again, still high base attack, secondary stat, low secondary stat. You'd be just better off going Dragon's Bane. Of course, that depends. If you just don't have a lot of crit value, if you don't have good crit ratios without the crit from this weapon, then I guess this would be better. But if you already have really good crit ratios, then yeah, you'd be better off with a high refined Dragon's Bane. If Clorinde uses Bonded Life, I'll use Fontaine Sword Oh, the craftable one. I don't know how I'd feel about having the bond of life though. Like that would mean I'd have to run like if she has a very similar kit to Arlecchino,
人気すぎるのも悩ましいものだね。
where you need to have a bond of life on her, then I'm gonna have to run her with Nivelette. Sorry, not Nivelette. Zhongli all the time. So that's already 2 character slots, and a Dendro or a Dendro character or Chevros in an Overload or Aggravate team. So there's already 3 character slots. So who else would be left? I guess that would depend on what she scales off of: HP, defense, attack. Oh man, does this mean I'm gonna have to farm the new set for her? Like the new the set, you know, one of the new sets. Biblically accurate angel or a fallen angel while bonding time with her. Is that a thing? I'm so sorry. Like I know I'm baptized and like I am technically Catholic, but I'm not. I'm hardly the most religious person out there. But is that a thing? I don't actually know. I lived in the trial run for for too long, admiring her, and now kicked out. That's funny. How did I? I think I also got kicked out, but like not because I was in there. I was in there for a long time, but I think because I was just standing in the game, like instead of like being in the character menu. Why would you make your life easier with John Lee? John Lee. John Lee. Well, because I don't hate myself, I guess. I'm gonna main Clorinde and using her for everything. Oh my god. Please don't use her for everything, my friend. That's yikes. Using her for everything? Like actually everything? Literally everything? Wait, what? Why is that? Oh no. I guess I already got that. Let's see. Corner, glass. Using Clorinde for everything sounds fun. Well, it's not like I'm not gonna do that, but man, am I excited! I'm just so hyped. I'm so hyped to hear that she doesn't need Arlecchino. And at the very least, like my concerns about her potentially being more comfortable to play with Baizhu, at the very least, like it's because I don't think a character will ever, at least with the current state of the game, I don't think any character will ever need Baizhu. Or at least not currently. I think it'll, you know, so far with the current roster we really only have characters that are more comfortable to play with Baizhu, but not necessarily. But then it's also a trade-off because like other than Baizhu, if you just put Naida in there, you just do more damage. Right? And like with if with the current like state of mind of Genshin players, where the best defense is just kill everything quick enough so they don't get the chance to hit you. It makes sense. It lines up. Where is that cave? I feel like there should be a cave here somewhere that I could see Hydroculus in. I think that's it. I guess I already got this one. Did I go in here yet? There should be stuff here. Oh, what the? I apparently did not go in here yet. Oh, I did not actually come in here. Huh. Interesting. There's so many characters at least that I want so bad, but I can't get because I want to invest in C1 Hu Tao and Yelan for her double hydro team. Yeah, me too, man. Like, look at this, right? Like, remember, I'm not a day one player, but I'm pretty close to a day one character, day one player, right? I've been AR60 for like a year or more than a year now, and like look at look at my how many 5 stars I have. I hardly have 5 stars, and like so, like, limited 5 stars, right? Like, think about it. Standard 5 star, standard 5 star, standard 5 star, standard 5 star, standard 5 star. So, let's see. Okay, I know. Yeah, standard 5 star, standard 5 star, right? So, how many is this? 5. So 15, 18 minus 1, 2, 3, 4. So I have 14 limited 5 stars for a player that's been playing for almost 3 years now. Right? Like, I have so few 5 stars because I hyper invest. Like, I want to hyper invest into my characters. It just, I don't know. It just feels satisfying to me. It doesn't feel satisfying to me like if I have a character and like they don't have, like, they're not invested, right? Like, I'm extremely disappointed that I finally got a Neuvillette rerun and I couldn't get hit. Like, I didn't have enough primos saved up to get him all the way to C3, which is like what my ultimate goal is for Neuvillette and his weapon. Yeah, I have a bunch of characters that I want to hyper invest in. I want to get like C2 Kazuha. I want to get C2 Zhongli. I want to get let's see, who else do I want? C2 Nahida, maybe even C3, maybe. Yelan, I want to get C3 Yelan at some point. There's so many characters that I want to hyper invest in, but at the same time, I also want to horizontally invest so that I could give myself more team flexibility. And I also want Al-Haytham, which I don't have yet. I want Al-Haytham, I want his weapon, I want a C3 Al-Haytham. Basically the same amount of investment as a Raiden Shogun, having her weapon and C3. Right, like, and it feels so bad that I can't get it because I'm, well, not F2P, but like really low spender and can't afford to. Quit using a bus, use Clorinde. That's quite sus, man. Like your previous, what you said before was already quite sus. This one's even more so sus. If you're not riding the bus, then what are you gonna do to Clorinde? Would you C6 any other character besides your Ganyu?